Hi guys, I think we're live. Hello if you're in already. If you're not in already, where are you? Hold on, I've got to shut this door. Slam. I'm so professional, I was really prepared for this. Right, there you go, we're live. We'll leave it a little while, see if anyone comes into the chat before we do anything. I should really learn to schedule these a little bit better to give people a bit more of a chance to come in. I'm still learning how to do all these live stuff. Just give me a minute. Oh, let's give it a quick share on the old Instagram-o. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just start doing some picturing, and we'll wait to see if anyone comes into the live. If anyone comes in, then I'll run through some of the stuff that I've got down here. But yeah, in the meantime, this is so I tried to make a video Monday of a haul that I got from Vintage Guru. This was one of the tops that was in it. I got 6 or 7 leather jackets, all higher brand stuff. It was 210 delivered, something like that. Yeah, this is, I've done some of the other pictures. This is one of the ones that's left. I think I've only got 2 left, this one and another one. The video that I made just went totally corrupt, which is a bit of a pain. But yeah, so I'll start picturing this and we'll wait to see if anyone comes in. Is that someone in? Oh yeah, morning Chaz. Sales have been absolutely abysmal. They have got much better over the past day or so. I think I've done £140 so far this morning, which is much better than the £20–30 a day I've been doing since the weekend. Right, anyway, let's get this jacket pictured. I can't remember, I think it's a Fubu, but I can't remember. We will find out. He's off centre. It annoys me when he's off centre. So one in the front. Before we turn him, we'll have the zip, the pockets, cuff down there. Then we'll turn him slightly sideways, so you can see some of the patterning on the side. Spin it round. It's got a nice logo on the back there. A proper biker jacket, this one. I've got a couple more biker jackets upstairs. I've got a Kawasaki one and a proper race one that's got all the heavy padding and stuff on it. I just haven't got around to getting them out yet at the moment. They're filthy. They really need cleaning. Open up the jacket. I say it doesn't really matter too much about all the mess in the background because I use the app Photo Room, so I'll literally just delete everything out. Oh, let's get that out of the way. Oh no, this is not Fubu. This is Giorgio. See there? It's the best materials and quality products, full satisfaction for daily pleasure. Sounds like they pulled that off of a Durex packet to me personally, but yeah. It's a nice vintage bike jacket. So I'll do one of the label. Made in. It says made in France, so I'm guessing made in France, unless France is a new country. Just always double check the pockets. One, to see if I find any money, which I'll never. Well, I'm saying that I found €1 in one of the pockets, one of the things I got. But two, just to double check there's no holes in any of the pockets. Most decent wholesale places will do these checks for you anyway, but it's always better to be safe. Now, if there's anything like specific about what you're doing, like the jacket, just take pictures of. So this one, it looks like you can like attach a hood or something to it. So we'll do that. And then stick that one down there for now. Anyone else in the chat? Who else we got in? Oh, morning, Andrew. How are you? Yeah, I know sales are normally quite low this time of year, Chaz, but there was rumours circulating that the servers were down on eBay. Because literally, like last Friday, from Tuesday to Friday, I was doing like £200 a day sales, and then on Saturday, so over the weekend when you think sales would pick up, I literally done like £30, £50. I think one of the best days I had was about £75, and yesterday was like £30, and then all of a sudden today I'm back up to what I'd expect. So there was definitely something going on with eBay. Right, we've got another leather jacket here. This one's a Scott one this time. You see it, it's nice. That's the label that you're looking out for. It's not a high-end brand, but it's probably still about £70 to £80 jacket. Nice jacket. Try not to drop him. Oh God, he's heavy. Excuse me while I fight with the mannequin. Leather jackets are never easy to put on this guy. Come on. But the problem you have is his hands don't want to go through because there's not much give in leather. Ah, you absolute sod. Right, you go through. Welcome to Dan Struggles to Dress a Mannequin. Right. That side's on. Now you can see why I put the other one on off camera. Some might say, why don't I just take his hands off? But That would be too much common sense for someone like me. There you go. He's fighting me. Now I've got to fight the zip. Anyone else have trouble with like doing zips up when they're not on their self? Surely I can't be the only one that has problems like that. I hate zips. There you go. Lovely jubbly. Ready for picturing. Almost forgot to do the front pictures then. Side. Easier. Do the padding. Few scuffs on him, but yeah, they'd probably clean off. Someone wanted to take the time to clean it. I do like this sort of V type, V like diagonal, because it means that you can. So see, there's like a popper there, so you can do that. What if I was just doing a quick picture of it like that as well? Again, the typical I'm a model shot. I've got to try and get it back off. Always comes off easier than it goes on. Again, pictures of the labels. This one, made in the UK. That always helps the value. What annoys me is when there's no like size actually on the item. I mean, I'm fortunate enough to know when I measure things, because these are all pre-measured now. Going by the measurements, I'll know the size of it. But if you don't know, like say if you didn't know pit to pit 22 inches was usually like a large, extra large sort of size, more like a large, you'd be screwed really, wouldn't you? Because you'd be sort of having to guess. So I'm sure there must be a size in here somewhere. Sometimes they're on the arms inside. No, definitely not on the tag. No. Oh well, it's just going to be sized up based on whatever numbers I've written down. I get the wife to do all the measuring. God, bleeding zips. I hate zips. Why can't I ever do up zips? 36 years old and I can't even do up a blooming zip. There you go. No zip will defeat me. Let's go back to the chat quickly. Right, what we got here? Yeah, auctions is probably not a bad idea. I usually do that every now and then when I look at just getting rid of stock. So yeah, so something to bear in mind. Hi Scott. Yeah, I think Andrew, as we get older, we get more incapable of doing things, because I swear when I was younger I never had a problem doing zips. Hi Gary. Right. Let's so I've got like a whole stack of T-shirts here. I've got like a whole crate of clothing here, but I think I'm going to work my way through the Ralph Lauren stuff here. T-shirts are always fun on this mannequin. When I first got this mannequin, for the life of me, I couldn't work out how to put a T-shirt on. So I know that sounds really, really stupid, but I was like, how can I get the back over with the pole in the way? And so what I was doing, I was lifting his, oh crap, it's got a light up there. I was lifting his arms up in the air like this and putting a T-shirt on him like that. And then I realised that, well, I don't put a T-shirt on like that. I usually put my arms in through, put it up and over. So if you ever get one of these mannequins, there you go. There's a top tip for you. I think even at one point I was taking one of his arms off to put it on, which is just ridiculous. I did pre-steam these yesterday. I had to wash them because they were just so creased that it was easier to wash them to get some of the creasing out of them. If you can hear all that creaking, this wife upstairs, this new house that we've moved into is really, really creaky. Same goes with taking it off. I could never figure out how to take it off. I was always worried that sort of pulling at the fabric like this would tear it. But if I pulled the top up and then took it over, he says, while struggling. Have a quick look on the chat. Yeah, thanks for the jar. Yeah, I hit 1K, I think, just before the turn of the year, but I'm so inconsistent with my videos that I think I've only got about 60 subs so far this year, but I've had such a hectic year. I don't know, we're only in February and I'm already saying I've had such a hectic year, but it's been just crazy. I haven't had much chance to upload and stuff like that. That's a woman's one, so we'll do that later. So how's everyone else's sales been? Have you been suffering the dip like what I've seen a few people have been saying they've been having a dip in sales as well. And has yours started picking back up? Was yours doing it before? So mine started at the weekend, but was you having trouble before that? Have you not been having any trouble? It's just interesting how sort of all over the place it can be. Like it's like it doesn't just happen to everyone in one go. It sort of seems to be. It's not even depending on where you are in the world. It just sort of seems to be where you are in the country. This is quite an interesting Ralph Lauren top. On the whole, I probably wouldn't have normally grabbed it. It's got a medium pony, and that's about it. And I'm pretty sure this has been sewn on third party, but it's like a bowling team, and it's quite a funky sort of badge. Do I think it'd make it worth much more money? Probably not, but it'll stand out a little bit, might make it sell a bit quicker. And it's huge. It's definitely come from like America. It's a 2XL, but it just how long it is, and it's massive. It's probably more like a 3, possibly a 4XL, really, in its sizing. Probably a 3 more than a 4. You could use it as a dress. It's that long. Yeah, 2XL. It's made in Sri Lanka. I've always found like the made in Sri Lanka polos are usually really big. Like it's huge. Look at it, absolutely massive. I'll put my drink over on the side. Just try not to knock the camera because I've got like this cable running all the way over. Back in a second. Oh. Can't forget my old Diet Coke. This is another one that I wouldn't usually pick up. So again, it's got a just like a medium pony, but it's a US Olympics team. It's even there. So 2008, I think that is official outfit of the 2008 US Olympic team. And again, it's a large, but look how big it is for a large. Huge. Like, I'm pretty sure large is usually between pit 20 and 22, and I bet you these are at least 24, and I bet that double XL, which you'd expect to be 24, is probably 26, if not more. I'll just picture this one and then I'll nip back into the chat. It's a nice shirt. Again, probably won't make much more than your usual Ralph Lauren. It's nothing massively special, but the embroidered logo on the side makes it just a little bit different. Makes it stand out a little bit more. I actually got these polos from the Vintage Vera wholesale that I've done. If anybody watched the unboxing video of that, you remember that I got a bag, well, not a bag, but I found a load of fake stuff. I got hold of Vintage Vera. I said that they'd probably be cool about it and sort me out. And yeah, they got back to me on a Saturday, really apologising and saying that obviously like it's not their means to send out fake stuff and everything. And they've given me a generous, rather generous. I'm not going to say exactly how much it is because I don't want other people trying to scam them or anything like that, or expecting what they gave me. But they gave me quite a generous credit voucher for next time I shop there. So they don't lose money, but I don't lose out on the stuff there. So, you know, it's good. Businesses that do that are good. Like some businesses, there's a few out there at the moment. I'm not going to name any names because that's just wrong. But there's a couple that are just being their customer service and stuff at the moment is just terrible. And businesses like that just won't succeed. They're just, you know, there's more than one part about your business. It's not just to make the money, but it's all the aftercare and everything. And if your aftercare is good, you get repeat customers. If it's not, you don't get repeat customers. That doesn't necessarily mean that if you've got bad customer service, you're not going to make money, but you're not going to get the same sort of customer base as if you do good customer service. That's just retail 101, really. Anyway, I'll stop rabbiting on about how businesses work. But yeah, if you're after stock and you're interested in clothing, definitely give Vintage Vera a message. They're on Instagram under the name of Vintage Vera. They've also got a website, I believe. Excuse me. Oh, that's the Coke. Yeah, you can either get hold of them and you can tell them the sort of things that you want and what your budget is, and if your budget's like smaller, because they sell per the kilo. I think it's about 17 or 18 pounds per kilo. God, I love Coke, but it doesn't have to repeat on me. Yeah, so if you tell them how much you want to spend, if it's like a smaller amount, they'll grab stuff that you sort of say you want to say, for example, I want sports jackets. They'll go get a rack of sports jackets of the value of around about what you want to spend, and they'll send it to you, and you go yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Or if you're spending like a larger amount, they'll do a video call. They'll do the same thing. You tell them what you want, and they'll get it all put up on a rack for you ready, and then you literally go yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Obviously, you can ask them to see tags and all stuff like that. Which on some things I did, but on other stuff I didn't. They've probably done the same sort of thing as me, so they've gone. They like most of the I'll keep pointing down there because that's where the bag of the stuff is. Was in with all like real stuff, so like you check a few and then you just sort of assume the rest of them are. It's partly my fault and partly their fault for not checking the tags properly, but they're not going to moan at you if you want to take a little bit of time to check an item out. And then they take it away, they weigh it, they call you back up or whatever and tell you how much it is. And then you're not obliged to buy it if you go, do you know what, actually, I don't want to pay for that. Then you just say, no, I don't want that. And they go, all right, okay, thanks for that. And you move on. But yeah, definitely worth checking them out. They're one of the better ones that I found for hand picking on a smaller budget. Oh boy. Dog's just come in. Yeah, better off hand picking on a smaller budget, because a lot of like hand picking places want you to spend 500 minimum, 1,000 minimum, whereas these guys don't have a minimum. Just obviously the smaller amount, the less time they'll kind of. It's not less time they'll give you, but they'll do it as a video, like as a video, and then send you the video because it's easier rather than calling you up, because calling up and stuff takes a lot more time. But yeah, definitely give them a shout out. Anyway, yeah, back onto this. finished rambling on. Did we picture the back of it? No, we didn't picture the back of it. Are you going out? Are you going out? Or are you just going to stand by the door? He wants me to go outside and play with him. He literally, he'll stand by the door and just keep staring at me like, come on. Come on. Why don't you come outside? Come on. And now he'll probably just lay down where I'm trying to take pictures like he always does, because you're a pest, aren't you? You're a pesky dog. Yeah. Sometimes when I do these, I just started recording a video. Sometimes when I do these, instead of just taking the top off and picturing the label, if they're bigger, I'll just pull them up like that. It's just as easy then. It also puts a couple more pictures into the listing. What I've started doing with my listings as well, because even though in all my listings I do all my measurements and everything, so I don't just put like the pit to pit. Give me a sec, once I take this off, I'll tell you all the measurements I do. So obviously I do the pit to pit, but I also do the neck to shoulder, the arm length, the total length, the waist, because there are a lot of people that don't like fitted stuff. So some things you could have like the pit to pit is 20, but it's not like sort of squared. So the waist could be like 18, so that's like a fitted top. So if you ever get returns for people not liking an item because they say it's too tight, it could be why. So I've noticed if I do the waist measurement as well, it tends to slow the returns down. You still get the odd moron that buys a fitted item and then moans that it's too tight, and it's like, well, you bought something that was fitted. But I started putting the measurements in the pictures because you get a lot of people that look at the pictures and go, oh, I like that, and buy it. They don't read nothing. So not only with like any imperfections and stuff, but in the actual picture, I put the measurements, and there's no way that they should theoretically miss that unless they literally look at the first picture and then buy it, which believe me does happen. I've had people ask me questions on measurements, and the measurement that they wanted was in the picture, the title, and the description, and they still didn't see it. So let's have a quick look at the chat. Where do we get to? Morning MTS reselling. Yeah, February in general is usually a slow month, but what happened for me over the past couple of days was just, that wasn't a slow February, that was something not right. Hi Rich. You alright, Kieran? Right, does anyone want me to do some more pictures? Or do you want me to run through this bag of stuff that I got yesterday? I'll start doing another top, and then I'll go back to the chat and I'll see what people are saying. All right, we'll stick on another Ralph Lauren. Here's a question for everyone. Is it Ralph Lauren or Ralph Lauren? How do you say it? I know like all the Northerners say Adidas. It's not Adidas, it's Adidas. But yeah, do you say Lauren or Lauren? Be interesting. My wife tells me I say it wrong, saying Lauren. I've literally said Ralph Lauren since I was old enough to know who Ralph Lauren was. So 20, 30 years I've been saying Ralph Lauren. But if you go on somewhere like YouTube and type in how to say like Ralph Lauren, because it's like an American brand, it's usually American people and they call it Ralph Lauren. So yeah, what's right, Ralph Lauren or Ralph Lauren? And what is right, Adidas or Adidas? And then is there any more that, depending on where in the country you say it differently? So they're the only ones I really know. So Ralph Lauren and Adidas and Ralph Lauren and Adidas. But yeah, is there any more that you can think of? Let me know down below. Again, these ones are Ralph Lauren tops are not really going to hold much more value than a standard one. Probably will get closer to the 20 mark rather than the 12 to 15 that a normal small one would get. But it's just a little bit different. Nice coloured embroidery and a number on the side. It's a much older top, this sort of. Check the tag. Yeah, it's probably a 90s, early to mid 90s, I'd say. Just put a crease in it. I don't like pinning my clothing. I know it probably looks a little bit better pinned, but I feel like you're misleading the customer if you pin it. I know most people would go, or well, if they're like not my size, for example, they're not going to see something like that and go, oh, well, that's gonna look like that on me. But there are some people that are just that stupid. I'd love to know if anyone's actually had a return from putting an item of clothing on a mannequin and then being returned because the clothing doesn't look like that on the person. That would be a great return. Annoying, but great. Here's a little tip for you. If you're ever selling polo t-shirts and they feel sort of crusty, you'll know what I mean if you've ever experienced it. Usually what happens is it's been washed and all the washing stuff, liquid and that is not fully out of it. So wash it, spin it, like do a wash spin and then spin it again while it's wet. And that might get all the extra wash liquid out of it and might soften it up a little bit. When you steam stuff, it does soften it a bit. When it dries, it sort of goes a bit crusty again. But yeah, it's usually because someone has put too much clothes washing liquid. You could go down the route of using softeners, but I don't think they work that well. But yeah, it's usually what it is. It's just been too much wash liquid in it. Let's have a quick look at the chat. MTS reselling. I've had that a few times. So someone has bought a pair of jeans and have returned them because they don't fit like their other jeans do. It's happened a few times during lockdown, and part of me wants to send a message back saying, have you been eating too many cakes maybe? Have you not been exercising enough because you've been in lockdown? But yeah, that one's quite a common one. But then sometimes jeans can vary a little bit like that. So I've got a pair of Hugo Boss jeans down there that I actually bought for myself for a 36 waist, because believe it or not, I fit into a 36 jeans because I'm a heavy top. So from like, wow, plus I don't wear my jeans around my waist, around my hips. But yeah, I fit into a 36. But for the life of me, can I do these up, like jeans up? They're definitely more like a 34. So they've either shrunk in the wash or there's not enough elasticity in them, so they could be like older. But yeah, I've had people returning jeans because of reasons like that. I'd say the best one I had recently was a guy bought it was an extra large turtleneck Ralph Lauren jumper, fitted jumper. He said all this in the title. It had the measurements in the picture, like I said, and the measurements in the description. Sent it off and everything. Then out of the blue, I got an email. So I didn't see anything on Facebook. I got an email saying that the person had put in a chargeback claim with their bank because the item didn't fit them. It was more like a small, not an extra large. So I went onto eBay because obviously if you get it for your email, not eBay, it's like, that was a bit suspicious. But I went onto eBay and there was a message on there, it just hadn't notified me. But he left me bad feedback as well. And the bad feedback basically said the same thing. Was sold as extra large, did not fit, clearly a size small. So I sent the person a message saying, like, why didn't you get in contact with me first? Like, there was no need to leave the bad feedback, blah, blah, blah. There's no need to open up a chargeback. It was only for like £16. So I was just like, I sent you a refund. So I cancelled the chargeback. There's no need to have it on there. What was that? So yeah, anyway, I refunded them, but eBay wouldn't release the money. You know, with managed payments now, when you get a return or whatever come in, they hold the funds from you until it's resolved and then they give it back. So I got hold of eBay, one to try and get the feedback removed, because I was like, that's clearly unfair feedback, because there was nothing wrong with the top. He's not saying that the top was faulty. He's just clearly not read the listing. They wouldn't remove the feedback. Well, actually, they said you had to go through the automated feedback thing. When I put in a request, the computer said no. And they wouldn't release the funds because the claim was still coming through. But I got an email 2 or 3 days ago from eBay. There was a chargeback against your account. We decided to challenge it, and good news, you won. So the funds have been released, finally. This was like back in my old house. I've been in my new house now for over 2 weeks, and it was like about a month before I even moved. So it's like they've held the money for like 4 or 6 weeks, something like that. And the feedback's been removed as well, the bad feedback. So they've obviously, the computer said no, the challenge has gone through, they've won the challenge, and they removed the feedback. Why they couldn't just remove the feedback in the first place, I don't know. But I don't even know how I got on to rambling on about that. I was reading some of the things at some point. Oh yeah, it was the jeans. See, like I go off in tangent. You know, how did I get from jeans to bad feedback? I don't know how I do that. Yeah, Kieran, I'm really in two minds about using the mannequins. So it's like I sometimes hang stuff because, like, obviously, if it's too big to fit on the mannequin, it just looks absolutely terrible. But the mannequin's all right up to about an extra large, maybe a 2XL at a push on like a t-shirt or a shirt, because they sort of hang. But if you put like a coat or a jumper that's like bigger than a large on the mannequin, it just swamps him. It looks terrible. So what I do is I'm pretty sure I'll show people my DIY hanger. So I made this hanger. There you go, you see it a bit better. So basically, Like that's like the normal sort of hanger. I don't think I've got a hanger down in spare. Yeah, so that's like the normal sort of size of a hanger where the end of my hands finish. And then I got another hanger and I broke the ends off and then taped them on, and I just put this cardboard over just to sort of protect the edges. And then that will hang like a larger item quite nicely. But it's like 6 of one and half dozen the other, because that gives you an idea of what the item will look like on you. Whereas a hang or a flat lay doesn't. But it would appear that a lot of people prefer to see a flat lay or a hang than on a mannequin. It's like Depop don't like mannequins. Now I don't know if it's they don't like the ones with no arms and stuff. Because yeah, I get that, because like the arms just kind of droop. Whereas like this, at least like it's got a proper arm. I sort of prefer if the arms were like, if I could move the arms, but you know, I'm not spending hundreds of pounds on a movable mannequin. Like, I scare my wife enough as it is with this one and the female one. But I have ordered myself another table. I used to flat lay. I used to have 2 of these tables with 2 of these whiteboards, and I would flat lay everything and do it like that. That's how I used to do my pictures. I'm always experimenting, and to be honest, on eBay, I don't really think it actually makes that much difference if you put them on a mannequin, you hang them, or you flat lay them. I think the only benefit to a flat lay is you can get everything nice and smooth, and you can fold the arms over and they look nice. Like when you hang the arms, it's very not hard to make the arms look nice. They just want to droop down. That's why I got a mannequin with arms, because I had a mannequin without arms at one point and I hated that droop. So at least the arms give a fill out, so that, especially with like T-shirts and stuff, it gives you that shape. But I'm probably going to go back to flat laying my larger items, because I do think flat lay looks better. I also stopped doing it because it hurts my back, always bending over. But I want to get some kind of setup where I can have the camera above and shoot down. But that in itself is probably not going to be a cheap setup. And then because I'm DIY set up in the corner here, when I'm done, even though I leave the table and that up, it's all sort of tidied away, whereas I don't want like a camera hanging up over and then have to put it up and put it down. And it's also why I use my phone. And trying to get a picture like that with your phone, I've tried that in the past. And what I used to do was, so on the phone that I've got, you can go into, now you're going to see my terrible house, but you can go into that widescreen. So when you put the phone like that, you could sort of peer and kind of do like that, and then you could use photo room or whatever to remove the background and stuff like that. But it used to be time consuming doing it like that, and I don't really like using photo room now, but I can't really do anything with it. I need like a wider area, but I don't want to take up my living room because the wife doesn't like it as it is, so it's best of a bad situation in a way. Oh. Right, now we've got a choice. So I can either do more clothing, or we can find out if this is complete and build this. What do we reckon? More clothing? Mousetrap? Or should I find out what's in the green bag? Or shall I just keep doing my thing and I'll get around to it when and if I can be bothered? Need to see how long we've been live streaming for anyway. The wife said to me try and keep it at an hour, because her and the little one are upstairs. Oh, we're about 50 minutes, so we should be all right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because I'm getting a bit bored of doing clothing, so I'm going to run through these figures. So I picked up a huge bundle, I don't know how many are in there, of Disney Infinity 2.0, 3.0 figures. So obviously they're the games. It's the 3.0s that you want really. But yeah, on the pictures and stuff, there was a couple that I saw. There was a couple I saw that I know that are worth money. So off the bat, you've got a Cap without his helmet on, holding his shield. The crystal, I believe, is in there as well. There's a few crystals. I can't remember what crystal it is he goes with, but him with the crystal is about £20, I think. I paid £50 for the whole lot. Originally she wanted 74. Originally she wanted £100, which is just, I think, too much. She had out for 75. I offered her 50. She came back 60, and I was just stubborn. And I was like, no, I'm not paying any more than 50. So she accepted. But yeah, there is so many in here. So we've got, I think a lot of them are actually 3.0s. So we've got some Star Wars ones, the Wookiee. I don't know if that is actually Chewbacca or just a Wookiee. Luke without his lightsaber. What I might end up doing is like bundling the Star Wars ones up. What I'll start doing is I'll put them on the desk. Another Star Wars one. Can't remember his name. He's from the newer films, isn't he? Black Widow. I know there's some variants of Black Widow that are worth money. I think that's just the normal variant of her. Can you see that? I'm trying to look at the monitor, but yeah, I think she's just a normal variant, isn't she? What on earth was that? That sounded like a dog shook its head, didn't it, bro? Strange, that one, wasn't it? Hey. That's definitely a dog. That doesn't sound like a happy dog. Just give me a minute. Ooh, careful. Oh. Yeah, well, that was peculiar. That's like a dog was literally in the house. Does it say who they are on the bottom? I know who he is. I can't remember his name. Isn't that's from Big Six, isn't it? He's a 2.0. From The Incredibles. Hawkeye, again, Marvel, again. I think there's some different variations of him, isn't there? He's a 2.0, so I'm assuming he's not. Obi-Wan is 3.0. He's got his lightsaber. If I was going to say if his lightsaber come out, I might steal it for Luke, but Donald Duck. He's a 2.0. If anyone sees any that are worth a decent amount, let me know. Don't know who he is. He's a 2.0. These are all going to be fun to look up. I say some of them I'm probably going to end up bundling together. Nick Fury 2.0. Not sure who that is, but again, 2.0. They call him Laddie, Aladdin. It says Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. He's Stitch the monstery type one. And then Buzz doesn't appear to have, I don't know if he's meant to have his plastic helmet. So what I might end up doing with Disney ones is just sort of like bundling them together. 2.0 Big Hulk. I don't know if he's worth anything. I think there's a Hulk Buster in there. I'm sure there's a Hulk Buster in there. There either is or it was that I saw that looked like a Hulk Buster. Can't remember her name. Can't remember the name of the film. I know who she is. You know, you see all these ones, you're like, I know they are, but I can't remember their name because I don't really pay that much attention. Wreck-It Ralph. Han Solo. Again, 3.0. Kylo Ren, but he's missing the top of his lightsaber, which is a shame. What was her name? Ren or something? I can't remember what her name was from it. Again, don't know who that is. Is it one of the shapeshifter things? I can't remember what they're called. That was in like Captain Marvel. Just a normal Iron Man. Again, he's just worth loads of money. I think that's the more normal Cap, isn't it? The one that is more common. Vision. Joy from thingy, what's it called? Thor. Again, I think that's more of a common Thor, isn't it, for the 2.0. And then Black Panther. That's a 3.0. It would appear the kid liked pulling off the friggin' the lasers, which is annoying because these are 3.0. Darth Maul. Olaf. I think we're barely halfway through this bag. Can't remember his name from Pirates of the Caribbean. Blackbeard, was it? Can't remember. And then the old famous Mickey Mouse. Looks like when he'd done Fantasia. Running out of table room. Again, I'm guessing another Star Wars figure. Not too sure who that is. And I can't remember his name from Cars. Yoda, again, this way, missing his lightsaber thing. Annoying. Oh, we've got Ultron here missing an arm. Elastigirl. The chameleon from Monsters Inc. Another one of the cars from Cars. Again, I don't know the name. Dory from Finding Nemo. A blue duck. No idea. Someone missing a head and an arm from Avengers, which is going to be annoying because I bet you he's probably one that was worth money. Another one from Star Wars wasn't Poe. Was that? I am Groot. He's only a 2.0. What's his name? Can't think of his name. So annoying. No, he is. Can't think of his name. It's like on the tip of my tongue. Like later on in the day, I'm going to be like eating my lunch and go, such and such. Again, he's with the Indian guy. For the life of me, I think it had Johnny Depp in it. It was terrible. But yeah. The lonely something like that. Blue in the Jungle Book. We all know Nemo. A Mandalorian, or is that is it just a general Mandalorian, or is it one of the actual ones? I don't know. A couple more from The Incredibles. So I can't remember her name or his name. I'd say we're probably about halfway through the bag now. We'll find a head. I found a head and a gun. Found a head. And a gun. So I'm sure we'll find a body in there in a minute. And an arm. No idea who that is. Marvel. Again, no idea that is. Again, it's Marvel. It's only a 2.0. That's oh my god, there's another one. I know who he is. Can't remember his name. We all know who he is anyway. It's Star-Lord. Terrible with holding these up for the camera. He is only a 2.0. Can't believe him, by the way. Loki. The fox who does all the scamming and stuff. Can't for the life of me think of the name of the film. You'd think I'd know these names of these films, given the fact that I've got a 5-year-old that loves watching them. My favourite Marvel character, Spider-Man. I can't remember his name now. Bloody top of his hammer's missing. Well, I think I may have found where that gun went from Rocket, because he's got 2 of them. Well, he only had 1, but it's the exact same gun, so yeah, there you go. Yeah, look, there was. I thought I saw a Hulk Buster Iron Man in there. Is he still worth about £15, £20 on his own, or has his value gone down? He's a 3.0 as well. Is that Mannequin? Again, lightsaber missing. Such a shame that the kid has broke all the freaking lightsabers off. Again, no idea who he is. I assume he's from Pirates of the Caribbean. Well, I think I just found the where the arm needs to go. So we've got a Venom, big Venom. Is he worth any decent money? He's only a 2.0. Oh, and I think I may have found the body for the head. I'm guessing that head goes to that body. Maybe I could glue it back in. Only a few more to go. Another headless one. It's only a 2.0 Marvel. Layer. Looks like the end of a gun has been snapped off. Why do kids do this? Why do kids like things that like are coming off? Why do they feel the need to snap them off? Like again, just why? A Vader 3.0. But they haven't done it with like this one. I don't know who that is. I know it's like a Star Wars figure. A clear Mr. Incredible. Does that make him worth any more money? Being clear? There you go, I found some more heads. Ant-Man. Ant-Man, yeah. Okay. So maybe we could glue Ant-Man. Oh, he's missing his hand as well, to be fair. I found whatever his name's hammer. Oops. Threw his hammer. So I might be able to glue his hammer back on. And then I found another head. To that blue one. Over there. Right. Well, at least we've got the heads. Another car from Cars, Formula One type car. Anger. And there's a couple of. No, there's a lightsaber there. Oh, well, I think I may have found Luke's lightsaber. A little bit of glue on there just to hold that in. Yeah, I don't know what these are. There's a Thor, it looks like, and Rowan, that's who it was. I think that's Rowan as well. And then obviously we've got loads of crystals. Is that part of Loki? Where was Loki? There he is. Okay, so I found part of Loki's scepter, which I might be able to glue back on. There's also that, which looks like it's come off for someone, don't know what. And then yeah, there's like loads of crystal things. I say loads. Yeah. I think the crystal that goes with the cap is in here. But I'm not too sure. So there's like these ones. There's a couple of them. Which I'm not really too sure what they are. And then there's like loads of crystals. So you've got like this crystal. I'm running out of table space. This crystal. I'll have to obviously do some research to find out if the crystals are worth anything on their own or whether they're meant to marry up with some of the characters. Like I know one of the crystals goes with that cap. Again, sort of like a plain type thing. That's a Star Wars Darth Vader kind of helmet. Looks like a fist. Is that the one that goes with cap? Or not just because it looks like a. Or is that just not? No, I don't think it is. Is it sort of Star Wars? And then you've got another one. Might be just about to get a parcel, so the doorbell might go in a minute. But yeah, so that was what I picked up yesterday for 50 quid. There's a dog literally outside, isn't there, bro? Yeah, so I picked all that up for 50 quid yesterday. Let me know if you think I paid too much or paid about what it's worth. If I'm going to make some money. Let's have a quick look at the chat. All right, bro. Where did we get up to? Yeah, I do use Google Lens. I use Google Lens and eBay. But yeah, usually Google Lens is the best place to look if you don't know. But more like common figures like that, to be fair, if you put them into eBay, you'll probably find them anyway. Hi, Mike. Yeah, I'll probably end up just bundling loads of them together. I'll go through them all individually and I'll pick out ones that are worth selling on their own. But likely as most of them, I'll just bundle them together just to get rid of them. But yeah, Venom looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Yeah, I thought maybe it'd be worth something. I wonder if I bundle in with Spider-Man, whether it will help make the sale, like push the sale. Oh, was Derek in here? Did I miss that? Oh, hi, Derek. I missed that. Sorry. Beat Hub, hello. Watching on the IG. Am I live on Instagram as well? Interesting. Right, let me put all these away. I think I'll build the mousetrap. We'll find out if mousetrap's all complete, and then I'll call that a morning. Because yeah, before I get moaned at for. Not that my wife moans at me; she loves me. Yep, I'm going to have fun going through all of these at some point. What I should actually do is leave the broken ones out and see if I can fix them. Well, I'm pretty sure I'll just chuck Ant-Man in here. There you go. Ant-Man. There's your head. There's your head. This Loki's on. And you, because your gun won't stay in your hands, so we'll blob a little bit of glue on you. I've lost Loki. Where's he gone? There he is. I wonder if. No idea what that's meant to be off. Have a quick drink. Alright, we need to glue Luke's lightsaber back in. Right, and I'm hoping the mousetrap is complete. The person that I bought it from said it was complete. Because if it is, as I'm sure you're aware, and if you're not aware, mousetrap's worth about £25 to £27, the old vintage one. Right. I'm worried if I put my chair down there, whether you're actually going to see me. Is the camera moved? It looks like the camera's moved. So I'll move it in a minute anyway. Just sit my butt. Definitely looks like it's moved, doesn't it? There you go. Ooh, there goes my light. Proper DIY setup. So I've got a one of these lights. You're not gonna be able to see it because. But yeah, I've got one of these little block lights, and I'm using elastic bands, and I'm hooking it around my tripod to hold the light there, just so that I stay lit up. Right. Oh, that's just no. I can see the Mac sliding off of that and smashing into a million pieces, and me crying live on camera. Right, mousetrap. Oh, I can sit down. I've been standing up for like over an hour. Right, let's put you over there. So, mousetrap. The box is a little bit tatty, which will hurt the value of it a little bit if it's complete. If it's not complete, it's not the end of the world because you can sell the parts. So that's not too bad. First up, got the board. It's a little bit of wear around the board. It's not too bad. The only thing that's usually the biggest missing things is this marble, this metal one, which it's not, which is good. Not so commonly, this green ball. The elastic band, because the elastic band is 20 plus years old. When was this? No, 30 years old usually. And then whether you've got all the mice. And in saying that, that looks like the original elastic band. I've got tons of elastic bands. When I sell mine, I usually put a new elastic band in there. But the original ones are there. And then the mice, and usually if you've got all the mice, one of the tails is usually broken, but all those mice are in very, very good condition. So this looks like we have a complete game. Even got the original die, because there's only one. There's elements of this game. I don't know if he's a newer or older one. I'm pretty sure they're usually green, the older ones. But there's usually parts of this game that you don't need the original bits. So, for example, if this ball's missing, the big green one, you could just use any ball of that sort of size. The one that's more commonly lost, which is more commonly replaced, is this one because it's a marble. It's the same with this one. You can get like a large marble. You can still sell them. It will affect the price because it's obviously not original. But I'm pretty sure the original ones had a green one of that. But I've also seen blue ones and yellow ones and red ones. So I guess it could have just been when in that period that it was sold. So it's also with the boots as well. The boot that I literally just had the boot. Where is it? There. So this boot, this one's red, but I'm pretty sure I've seen them in other colours as well, green, blue. But yeah, let's build it. First base. Used to love this game when I was a kid. It was like my favourite game. I have got a few pieces of this still upstairs because I did have actually back last summer. It's on one of my boots. I can't look at my hair. It's terrible. Sorry, I'm so vain. Yeah, so back in the summer, maybe a little bit before the summer when boot sales first started opening again, I went to one of my local Wednesday ones, well, one of my previous local ones because I'm not local to there anymore. And I picked up a mousetrap, and there was 2 complete games in there in one box. So I parted out all the other ones. They do part out quite well, and like some parts, like I think I got like £8 for this ball, which is ridiculous. because they're like the parts that get lost. Usually these bigger bits, they don't really go missing. So a lot of the spare bits I've got like this, but the smaller things and the brittle things, so like the lamppost here, that push hand, the boot, definitely the mice, even the dice, they all go missing because they're small. Well, I don't know about anyone else, but when I was a kid, I used to remember everyone used to play with slime. Like my little girl, she's 5, she loves playing with slime. I can't stand the stuff anymore. But I used to fill this up with like slime, so that when he sort of like flipped into slime, and just things you do as a kid. But I look back on it like those Infinity figures, like moaning that some kid has broke off all the lightsabers. But to be fair, when I was a kid, I probably would have done the same. Trying to remember how everything gets built, which is quite funny because I literally only built and sold one the other day. Why is that not lining up? Should we look at the box? Because the box actually tells you how to build it. Ugh. Usually as well, when I build it and take pictures, I put the box up like that as well, just so that you can see the condition of the box at the same time. So you there, you there, yep. Although it's still got it in the bucket. Stop sign. See that one? Yep. Elastico bando. Goes there. Trap at the bottom. These sometimes break as well, like these bits here, they break. Oh, what way does it go around? That way. Put the hand in first. This is always a bugger to put in. If you're still watching me live, well done. That hooks into there. So this thing's getting annoying sometimes. There we go. You there. Bucket. Seesaw. Jumping man. it around the wrong way. Put that all precariously. Oh, you sod. Day. Right. Are we ready? We're going to twist the lever. Twist the lever the right way this time. Twist in. Bugger. Twist in. Bugger. Twist in. Yay! Down goes. Down, 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 down. Knock it. It doesn't work. The ball fell the wrong way. That'll be the point where I edited it and made it work. There you go. Game done. But yeah, then what I do is so I'll set it all back up again. I always remember playing this as when I was a kid, and you'd have like, because obviously I don't know if you were deprived when you was a child and you never played this game, but when you land on add a piece, you build a piece, and the idea obviously is to get to the cheese up here. But the amount of times you'd knock that down when there was no one there. So there you go. We'll have that set out. We'll get a nice picture of it so that I can crop it. There you go, and then that will basically be our main display picture. And then we'll take independent pictures of everything else. So we'll show the fact that like the ball's there, that ball's there. We'll show that all the mice are there. We'll show that the original elastic band is there. And then we'll fold it all down. We'll put it back in its box. So the way I try to keep these so that you don't lose the important things is I keep the ball and the elastic bands in the pot. When I send these, because there's nothing, it's not like games these days where they're an insert. I don't think that, because I've never had one of these that had an insert. I don't think they came with an insert. You literally just, all the pieces were just, they're probably when you bought it brand new, they were in a bag, but they didn't have their own little bits to sit in. So when you send it, everything rattles around. Well, obviously, you don't want things to break because it's quite brittle plastic, everything that's here. So I put chip shop paper, newspaper in the box. It just sort of stops everything from wiggling around. Because the condition of the board is a little bit on the poor side. It's not bad, but it's worn. So I'll take some pictures of the feet in. Because some people buy these for collection, like that, collectors. They literally just buy them and then never use them. And then we've got a nice picture like this. And then we'll do the usual, sort of show the condition of the box. Because the box on it's a little bit on the tatty side. Just say it won't matter too much. I'll probably still get £27, £28 with delivery, even given the condition of the box, and I'll be surprised if I've got it for longer than a week. It's a great game to pick up. There you go. That's our live stream for today. I might do, if I can't think of a video. Can you see me while I'm sitting down here? Yeah. If I can't think of a video to do between now and the end of the week, I might do another live stream. I'll try and schedule it so that it's a little bit better. Not necessarily better, but if people know that it's there waiting. Let's have a quick go to chat, see if anyone else has said anything before I go. Can't remember where we got up to. Hi Nights Life. Nice of you to be in the chat. Is that you, Rick? MRK TV, I think that's yours, isn't it? Nice to have you on. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Where did we go? What did we get up to? Oh, nearly 2 hours, not bad. Right, I'm going to go off. I'm going to have some lunch because it's about lunchtime. I'm going to get these things that I've pictured listed. Thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.